Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We are here in Brands Hatch, ready for the lights to go out, and they're out. Pretty good start so far, starting from the back of the grid, pushing through the carnage! Someone's down! How can someone be down already? It's only just started. Oh, bloody hell. You know, I had to restart this like so many times because the AI kept doing that. And now I'm going to go wide into Druids for turn 2. That's not good, but it's a relatively decent start for this World Superbike League race. 13 laps in Brands Hatch. We'll be on board the BMW S1000 RR. Terrific bike on a terrific track in a terrific game with terrific viewers. Everything's terrific as we go around the outside for a terrific move. Felix Bishop is now relegated to 5th place as we take receipt of 4th. Around the outside of Lukasz Sukup, and then coming around the outside of Quadros as well. Probably not going to happen here, but the opportunity is certainly knocking for DrAce. It's the two Brazilian men ahead on track for now, but for how much longer? To start this Grand Prix, they got a good start, of course, after someone almost died on the start-finish straight. Unbelievable how that happens with the autopilots, or however you crash at the start. Can't remember who it was. I think it was Randy DePunier in Le Mans when he crashed on the actual start. He literally put the throttle on and just span. I remember that like yesterday. Oh, close to the back of Diaz there. Jesus, that was too close. We rocketed past the other Brazilian. Now it's just this one to navigate through. We're going to make a move already. Contact made into Druids. Massive contact. Don't know why, but they do not let you pass into Druids. There's something they have against you passing into Druids. But that is determination and just sheer gall to make a move up into Druids that early. As you can see, it's already a 7/10 of a second gap. We're now going up to a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is the race. Unstoppable with this BMW. I bought this BMW yesterday, or however long ago when I did this video. And I literally just thought, why not? Let's change it up. Let's use the BMW. I've not used it very often, and I certainly haven't used this variant. So let's do it. And I tell you what, it's fantastic. But boy, does it like to wheelie. Out of all the superbikes, this is the one that, for me, just loves to wheelie the most. And it was great. It was so good to use. I think this one's definitely going to be a time trial sort of world record attempt with, because I really enjoyed using this bike. I thought it was terrific. It gave me a bit of trouble though. Let me tell you. I mean, the wheelies were quite brutal sometimes, and generally it was a eager, fierce bike to ride. It was really good. I was impressed. Very impressed with the BMW S1000 as we run it wide into Druids yet again. I've still got it in my head that you have to brake like you originally did on Ride 4 as we suffer another wheelie there. And I always forget that you can actually brake much gentler than you actually think. And the same issue plagues me though when I play MXGP, because I brake extremely gently. And I tell you what, with all the bike games coming out and trying to balance them all together. So, I mean, I haven't played MotoGP in a while, but as you can see, this BMW bucking and weaving, it just loves to wheelie, standing on its hind legs. But I do find from jumping from Ride 4 to MotoGP to MXGP and to anything else, every bike handles differently and every bike has different physics, so it's always something sort of balance. I tell you what, I forgot Moto Racer. Why not chuck that into the list of classic games? And does Moto Racer compare to Ride 4 in the sense of like today's standards? I mean, is there a massive fan base? Or is we going to run it wide into curve? But it's okay. We managed to just bounce over the rumble strip, head into the gravel, and then make our journey back over to the finish straight. But my point was going to be, does Moto Racer compare to the popularity of Ride 4? I would love to do another video on Moto Racer, so let me know. It was a bit of a strange and bizarre one just to chuck out to you, but I appreciate you all actually enjoyed it. So I think I will, but always eager to hear what you guys think. Of course, we're not that far away from 700 subscribers now. It doesn't seem like yesterday we were talking about 500 subscribers for Christmas. But as always, if you haven't subscribed and you enjoy the content, I'd be very grateful if you could hit that subscribe button for me. And like if you like it, and dislike if you don't, of course. But if you do dislike, let me know why, because I can work on improving or making the content more interesting, or however it would be. But I'm absolutely loving Ride 4 again, I must say. Now this new track, Kilyami, came out yesterday. I have lost my days because I don't know. I'm talking into the future, so hello from Wednesday. I'm talking to you. Actually, it's Thursday. I don't know. I've lost track of my days. And basically, I record the gameplay, and then during the week I will do the voiceover for it, depending on which track it is, and etc. And as we go wide again into Clark Curve, a little bit too eager on this bike, I would say. But what I tend to do is I will record on my nights off, and then I will do the voiceovers before I go to work, or in the morning after I finish work. But depending on what it is, like the importance of the video, for example, like the Kilyami one, Kilyami, still don't know how to pronounce that properly. It's the South African track, the new DLC. I did that one straight away. It had an importance to do that video there and then, because of course it's very important for you guys to see that there and then, and the rest of the content can obviously be scheduled however way we want to do it. But of course, always let me know what you want to see, because I only put on what I think you'll want to see, you know what I mean? So if you have preferences and you have tastes and dislikes and likes, of course let me know, and we can make this content more coherent for us. Because I mean, I'm happy just to do anything. The only bike I don't want to do again is that Suzuki Hayabusa. That's the only one. I probably will do the Hayabusa again because of the simple fact that I've said that I didn't like it. And it'd be wrong to say I don't like a bike without giving it another chance. I mean, perhaps it might be just not great on Sugo. It might be fantastic in Brands Hatch or something like that. I very much doubt it, but still, you never know. That's right, absolutely smashing these laps now. 9/10 of a second quicker than our best lap time, so our best lap time is now at 1:22.509, as we're about 50% through with this Grand Prix already. Yes, it went that quick. And we are still rocking the brand new DrAce helmet that was made by Fuchs, so shout out to you once more. He actually just pulled out a couple of laps in Macau the other day, Macau, the Japanese track with the I tell you what, that track is a bloody pain, because it's so tight and windy. It's a really fun track to do when you nail it, but that is of course the very difficult road circuit of the Japanese city. But here we are, still into the Westfield Bend. I never feel like I really nail the Westfield Bend. That's one of the corners I don't feel I get. Same as Dingle Dell. I feel like sometimes I always go wide. I always end up touching the grass, and I compromise the exit for Sheens. Well, as you can see, every other corner this bike is just kicking. It really wants to wheelie. And I for some reason, could not get Clark Curve right with this bike. Kept making mistakes. I just didn't feel like I was braking early enough, and when I would brake, I just wouldn't brake hard enough. As Osvaldo Pavon is now into second place. The Brazilian has been kicked off the podium. We still have one of the Brazilians on there. So shout out to the Brazilian viewers. I do apologise if my voice is still a bit crap in this one. I've still got a cold. Unfortunately, it's like -3 degrees here in England. So, yeah, I get cold. And I'm one of those people who I get really cold as well. I'm pale as anything too, so, you know. I should be used to this weather, which I am, but I still get cold very often. So I was planning to do another MXGP video for you soon as well. I really enjoyed the commentary on my last MXGP video. To be fair, in my own opinion, this might be a little bit big-headed, but I felt that was one of my best commentated races that I've ever done. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. It just felt so natural and I enjoyed it so much. So I'm hoping to return back to that to see if I still have the same spark. And I think that's because with that one, I think it was because I did it live. I felt so much more passionate about it and so much more... I mean, I feel passionate about all my videos, but it just felt more alive, if that makes sense. But unfortunately with the Ride 4 videos, I don't always get the chance to do that. Because we'll always be buck and weave into the Paddock Hill bend. Well, I don't always tend to get the chance to do my voiceovers live because I work nights. So if I was to do all my videos live, it'd be like 3 AM, 4 AM, 5 AM in the morning, and I don't think my neighbours would appreciate that. So there it is. But I will try and do some more races live because I felt I enjoyed that the most. Let me know in the comment section below if you'd even noticed the difference, because that might just be me overthinking. But I don't know if you guys notice if I've done it live or not live. But I do much prefer doing a live reaction. I think it's so much better. And sometimes, obviously, in these Ride 4 videos, I already know the outcome. But I still make it entertaining, so I make it interesting so you guys don't feel it's scripted, if you will. But I don't run a script, actually, now I've mentioned it. I did think about writing scripts before these videos, but I think that would take some of the personality away from it, to be honest with you, because just going with it, sitting in front of the microphone and just talking away. To be honest with you, I've not really commentated much on this one because there's not much to commentate on. I've literally just dashed out to the front, because I know in Brands Hatch, it's very difficult to keep it competitive because they're so much slower. And I know I can go so quick in Brands Hatch, so I thought I'd change it up. After compared to the KTM comeback, which was probably my favourite race on Ride 4. Absolutely loved that one, I thought it was terrific. Can't wait to do that track again. But I thought I would change it up and show the skill and the actual speed of how quick we can nail Brands Hatch. I thought I'd change it up for you a little bit, but I do like to try and keep it close so it keeps it more interesting. But to be fair to the Canadian Tire Grand Prix with the KTM, as I've run it completely wide there into Surtees, made a lot of mistakes in this one, and I'm not sure why. Probably the BMW's not best suited to my style, but still. I made a couple of mistakes. I am human. I do crash. As look at that, another mistake. Heads in hands, DrAce fans, because what the hell is I doing? That's questionable ability there. But as I say, I sometimes like to change it up, show you what I can do. Really go for it sometimes, and then sometimes just toy with the AI a little bit to try and keep it entertaining. I know pretty much the result is usually that I do end up winning anyway, but still, you never know. And there's no reason I wouldn't show me not winning. So if you know, it could happen at any point. There could be a video that comes up and I don't finish at all, and maybe I crash. I have been thinking about maybe taking my talents online once more. I don't tend to enjoy online racing because I don't like the idea of having to wait for others, and I don't like being scheduled or being on... Because when I'm playing games, anything can happen where, I don't know, I get a text message or one of you guys comments and I can just pause the game, reply to you, or my cat jumps on my desk and I can move her. I don't like that when I play online because I always feel like I've got to sit there and just be patient, play through it, and I just never feel like I can really relax and enjoy the game. I do enjoy it because it's certainly a talent, and it's certainly a challenge to face some of the talent online. But I also find that when I go online as well, it's just not very popular. The PC community is just... there wasn't many people on. The last time I played with Chaz and some of the guys on there was... at most of us we had 4 riders. And that was one session. That was it. It was just one group open. So I don't know whether the online racing is the best idea, but I do think it would be good to have another challenge on there to see if we can all meet up, have a bit of a race online, and then of course I can make the video about it and talk about it afterwards. But I think one of the viewers, I can't remember who it was, and I do apologise for forgetting who it was. I'm going to say I think it might have been Marcelo. I'm probably wrong, but yeah, he mentioned tackling online races but by using slower bikes. So basically, if anyone picks, like, say, 800 performance point bikes, I'll pick like a 700 or 750. That way it would keep it a little bit more interesting, and I think that was a great idea. Because of course the AI always scales to what bike you use, or similar-ish, so you can't ever really hinder yourself. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do, because of course there's tons of content still to come out for Ride 4. There's a lot in the DLC packs. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else we've got. But if I can entertain you guys with some online multiplayer, then I definitely will. As always, let me know in the comment section below what you want to see, because that's the most important thing. But we are closing in onto a couple more corners and a couple more laps at the Brands Hatch Grand Prix. It's getting a little bit dark here at 5:30, 26 degrees in this gorgeous part of Britain, as I managed to run it wide into Dingledell once more. I have done that ever since this game come out, and I still continue to do so. Muscle memory is a bit of a pain sometimes, but I would say this is one of my least. But this Grand Prix it's certainly not the cleanest of my Grand Prix. Again, making another little mistake there. I don't know what was wrong with me on this one. I just couldn't settle with this BMW. It's a great bike, and I will definitely be using it again, but something about it is just, I didn't find it as clean as the other bikes. It just wasn't responsive as much as the others. I couldn't chuck it in where I wanted to without having it either wheelie or not brake as early, or, you know. Not sure what it was, but I just couldn't seem to get on board with it. I do like it though. We'll definitely be giving this one another bash. I can't remember what the next track is on the Superbike League, but I'll be recording the next couple of episodes this weekend. We'll chuck out a few more videos, of course. And we'll continue to enjoy this Ride 4 series. I mean, we have had a lot of videos, and you know, there's still a lot of career mode left. So regardless of them up to the final Superbike League or on the Endurance League, there's still quite a lot of content to do, so I'm very much enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. I have the Ducati test rider to do, I believe. And Triumph still to get to Affinity Level 4. KTM still needs to get to Affinity Level 4, and so does BMW. Well, I had planned to do more videos on those, but I'm trying to space them out because, of course, I have just done the official Suzuki test rider. Still have the Nordschleife Suzuki test ride race to do. It's a 20-minute endurance. I have done it, but I just need to do the voiceover. And that was especially a pain in the bum because it was at night, and I had conjunctivitis in my right eye. In fact, I'm still struggling with that. It's a little bit blurry in the right eye. And it was an absolute pain because all the lights would flash, and it would make my eye blurry, and it would hurt my eye. Honestly, it was really interesting. But it was a good race, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you when I get the chance. But of course, I appreciate the endurance races can be somewhat difficult to watch because, you know, not always you have 20 to 40 minutes just to sit there and watch a video. It can be a bit difficult. I appreciate that sometimes. I know for myself, I still follow a lot of YouTubers and I watch a lot of YouTube content. And I'll watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm more inclined to watch the 10-minute videos because I just don't know whether I've got enough time to sit down and watch an hour video. But I always do the endurance videos just in case you do actually happen to want to sit down and just chill out, have your tea and watch some DrAce content. I do appreciate you all checking me out and watching my content. It means a hell of a lot to me. I don't think you guys realise how much it does mean to me. Hopefully you understand. This is going to be another very successful race. 20 seconds up the road from Osvaldo Pavon, and we're going to call it another DrAce victory on board the BMW. Trying to celebrate with a wheelie, but I can't seem to hold it. But that is going to be it. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you staying to the end. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you next time. Ciao for now.